Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's Bendy and the Ink Machine video, we take a look at the brand new trailer for Bendy Chapter 4, with not only an in-depth analysis, but also a full reaction segment. In this video, we take a comprehensive look at the trailer, as well as breaking it down scene by scene, addressing theories and speculating on what it all may mean for the upcoming chapter of the game. But first, let's watch the trailer together so you can see my own reaction, and of course, before we jump into this video, remember to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified every time a new video drops. Okay guys, here we are with the Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 4 Reveal Trailer 2018. We're about to watch this trailer. It's just released and I thought I'd do a reaction video so you guys could watch it along with me, see what my reactions were, and then of course after this video we'll dive into the full sort of analysis video, which will be in the style of my normal videos. You don't usually see my face on the channel, but I thought it was appropriate as we are doing a reaction video. And without further ado, I think I'll just play this and we will see what the trailer has in store for us.
Did you lose something?
Give us Boris back. Oh, look at that. Oh, the environments look amazing.
Why are you here? We're all dying to find out.
Oh, there she is, goddamn. Okay, is that it?
Hang in there, Boris. I'm coming.
So it looks like Alice is an enemy type, guys, like we thought. Are we gonna get a release date? April. Is that it? Just an ambiguous April? Well, it's coming out next month, guys, or this month if you're watching the video after today. So that was pretty mad. Like, I didn't say a lot. I was trying to sort of hear what was going on and didn't want to talk over too much of the trailer. But the environments looked amazing. Like, we had like library type environments. We had an amusement park ride at one point, and there was like jump scares popping up. It reminded me of that game Spooky's House of Jump Scares a little bit, that part. And then we had Alice at the end walking down the hallway, and it looks like she'll basically be an enemy type, like Bendy, and that's what I've been predicting for a while now, that this chapter would perhaps feature less of Bendy, and Alice would sort of take Bendy's place as the main sort of enemy type, stalking us through the halls, and it looks like that is the case. Also, what I've noticed in that trailer is we will be getting the flashlight back as a main sort of item that we can use, because it did seem weird to me that when it was introduced in Chapter 3, we only used it for a really brief amount of time. So as soon as that happened, I basically thought, well, that's got to come back. Then obviously we had that image recently where we saw the flashlight once again and it was going to be used again, because why wouldn't it be? It's really cool to see that's the case though, because crawling through those vents, which was another prediction we've made, it sort of confirmed a lot of the predictions I've been making recently, you know, about environments, enemy types, things you'll use in the next chapter, where we look like we are going to be crawling through vents with the flashlights. Obviously saving Boris is the main theme. That was pretty an easy thing to guess, wasn't it really? But yeah, I mean, that's just been my reaction, guys. I'm sorry it wasn't too like animated and over the top, but I wanted it to be a very real reaction. So we sort of just watched the trailer together. Now we're going to actually get into the sort of analysis. So it's going to be just voiceover Mike again. So I'll throw you over to voiceover Mike and we'll have a proper in-depth look at the trailer. And thanks for watching so far, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Now we've experienced the trailer together, it's time to analyse things in more detail. I've decided to break this up into 5 points to make the video easier to digest. So let's begin with point number 1 as we take a look at Alice Angel. Ever since kidnapping Boris and causing Henry to plummet to his possible death in a rickety old elevator at the end of Chapter 3, it was apparent Alice would play a big role in Bendy Chapter 4. The slogan "End the Angel" has featured heavily in the game's promotional material, as well as here in this trailer.
I had also speculated that Alice would likely return as a major enemy type in Chapter 4, perhaps even replacing Bendy himself. It seems these predictions have almost certainly been confirmed. Not only do we see Alice roaming the halls in this new trailer, but we also hear her talking to Henry as well as humming that infamous tune. It seems likely this humming noise will be a warning sign for the player to hide as Alice is near. Much in the same way we knew to hide when Bendy was near, as the screen would darken and the walls would become covered in ink. So this humming is probably the warning sign that will tell us when Alice is near as we sneak around the hallways of level S. Also tying in with Alice is the Butcher Gang body spotted in this scene here. This body is the same as those found during the finale of Chapter 3, where Alice had Henry collecting hearts for her from them. You see, these particular Butcher Gang members have their hearts exposed, and Henry is able to collect them. We know Alice loves consuming hearts in her attempt to become perfect once again. In fact, it's probably what she has planned for Boris. So it could be that Henry collects hearts from the Butcher Gang corpses and uses them to lure Alice around the level, or distract her from certain areas just long enough to sneak by. Number 2. Environments. So far, each chapter of Bendy and the Ink Machine has had a very different environment. Chapter 4 continues this trend, but also seems to feature a multitude of new locations, all within one chapter. It feels highly ambitious. We see libraries, an amusement park, and what appears to be a construction area, alongside the usual creepy corridors that are part of a course. The library areas at first seemed a little out of place, before I realised this may have been a recreation area for the workers at Joey Drew's animation studio. After all, we see music players, sofas, and even tea sets positioned around these rooms. It certainly seems as though this was a place for employees to unwind. Of course, we also know Sammy Lawrence spoke of a sanctuary, and while we may have seen Sammy's own sanctuary hidden away in the recording room, it seems logical that level S may stand for Level Sanctuary, hence the homely nature of these rooms. But then, taking a second look at all this evidence, the spooky rooms, the ride, the creepy corridors, maybe the S doesn't stand for sanctuary, but rather scary or spooky. Was this a secret ghost house project being designed by Joey Drew beneath the studio as a test? Is this entire level one big haunted house? Again, with the Ink Machine intended to create some spectacular scares before all went wrong. Did Joey dream too big?
There's nothing wrong with dreaming. Wishing for the impossible is just human nature.
A while ago, I had a theory that Joey may be trying to build his own Disneyland, with the Ink Machine acting as a way of bringing his creations to life so they can inhabit the park. Is that wild theory really about to come true? We do, after all, see an environment with a gigantic arm, and this whole floor seems to be quite theatrical, with a stage area and strung up lights. Finally, we saw the trailer open with the elevator, or at least what was left of it. So it seems this chapter will actually begin right where Chapter 3 left off, rather than time jumping, as we saw between Chapter 2 and 3. Number 3. Gameplay. One thing I noticed straight away was that this trailer showcased the return of a flashlight. Chapter 3 introduced this gameplay mechanic, but only featured it for a brief but terrifying sequence. It looks, as we had previously theorised, as though the flashlight will be a key part of Chapter 4, as we see Henry crawling through the vents to escape Alice and access new areas of the studio. We also see crawl spaces in the walls in certain shots during the trailer. It may be that we can enter these vents as we please, meaning Chapter 4 may be the most complex map yet. It also looks super scary, reminding me of games like Outlast and Alien Isolation. Number 4. Story details. While story details were sparse in this new trailer, we do have a few tidbits to work from. Alice asks the burning question,
Henry, why are you here? We're all dying to find out.
and this is something we've all wanted to know for a very long time. Why did Joey invite Henry back to the old workshop? Why the mysterious letter? What was Henry's role? These are all things we theorised over for months on end, so will Chapter 4 finally deliver some concrete answers? We also heard Henry say this at the end of a trailer.
Hang in there, Boris. I'm coming.
So it is very obvious our main goal is to save Boris, as well as ending the Angel, of course. Number 5. The organ. We've been teased time and time again that there is a bigger role for Sammy Lawrence in the story of Bendy and the Ink Machine than his brief appearance during Chapter 2. While this trailer still doesn't show us Sammy, it did once again end with the sound of his organ playing. I still believe Sammy is alive and will feature in Chapter 4, but we must remember the achievement tied while playing the organ within Chapter 2. The name of this achievement was Johnny's Broken Heart. So could the organ signify not only Sammy, but a new character altogether, a character named Johnny? Either way, this mysterious ending is hinting at something strange. Outside of these 5 key points, we also had a release month, which revealed itself at the end of a trailer, the month of April. It seems logical to conclude that Chapter 4 will release around either April 18th or April 27th. Why? Well, April 18th is the 1-year anniversary of Bendy Chapter 2, and April 27th is the 1-year anniversary of Bendy coming to Steam, the platform that really put the game on the map. So it would stand to reason to try and launch Chapter 4 on one of these 2 anniversary dates. For now we will have to wait and see, but this trailer gave us plenty to get hyped about while we count down to the next installment of Cartoon Madness. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, remember to give this video a like, leave me a comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one, and I will see you on the next one.